Newcastle Fans TV.
No, it's not a boy band, it is NFTV.
Oh, what a boy band we'd be though.
Not anymore, I'm not. Anyways, right, Newcastle have came away with another defeat. It's now 8 games, including League and Cup, without any victory. The pressure mounts on Steve. Bruce talk about that in a second. I'll come to Johnny first about the lineup. No changes. Were you surprised?
No, I'd have liked to see Ryan Fraser come in, just because we haven't seen anything of him. He might give us something a little bit different, but if you're playing Saint-Maximin up top, he's not the one that sort of play that you're going to get Ryan Fraser to take a touch and get across him, because he isn't going to anticipate that sort of cross. But yeah, not surprised.
Probably the biggest one from Wolves is Adama Traore was left on the bench, and the strength of Wolves got, they can chuck him on the 93rd minute. And if he play for us, he'll be one of our star players, difference in levels. Sam, I'll come to you. Talk to me about a bit of a strange first half. One, it was started well for the first 6-7 minutes. Then it was all Wolves. Then we ended the first half pretty well. Talk me through it.
Yeah, we did start well, but at the end of the day, if you don't work the goalkeeper, and if the goalkeeper doesn't have to make a save, then you're not flying without wings, are you? It's
See what you've done there.
It's absolutely pathetic. They needed to raise it up, and it just. And we didn't work the goalkeeper, and you could tell what was coming.
Someone's a big fan of Westlife. You can clearly tell here, can't you?
I don't know what you're on about. But at the end of the day, it was you're shooting your bolt too early, aren't you? We're just putting all that effort in without making the keeper work at all. This Wolves team isn't the best. They've lost some key players, and they were targeting this game. They haven't scored at home so far this season. They would have been targeting this game as we were.
Both goals are very similar. They split the pass. Opens us up in the bottom corner.
Yeah, good, wasn't it?
Does Darlow have to come out, Lee?
I think angle. I think you could do better with the angle. I think what Sean Longstaff loses the ball, didn't he? And then the split pass, the through. Yeah, I would say Darlow's angles need to be better. But Carl, I'll come to you now. Surprisingly, when Joe Willett went off, we all went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" But you know, a bit of a comedy with the goalkeeper. Obviously, Wolves are looking at it and think that's never a goal. Joe Litton, 1-on-1, rebounds back to the edge of the box to Jeff Hendrick, who firebolts it in the bottom corner. And then we're all going mental at that stage.
Yeah, I think that at that point we're like, it's going to finish as it always does against Wolves, 1-1, back in the game. Maybe we can push on. But I just think it just proved again that how isolated ASM was up top. That it just seemed to be drifting out on the left and the right again. Took 75 minutes for Steve Bruce to make a change and bring Dwight Gale in. So regardless of the goal, I think we probably had about 10-15 minute spell in the second half, but just had nothing up top at all.
Didn't test the keeper.
No, we didn't. I can't even remember the goalkeeper having a save except from the goal.
No, but literally the only chance we had in the second half is Maximum so close out, and I've seen a replay just as we left the ground. He's got so much space on one side of the goal, and he hits it straight at the keeper. Like, there's a good save from the keeper, and I know it's like an initial reaction.
I remember it, me.
It was like it was literally about 5 minutes after into the second half, and that was a massive opportunity. Look, I know we didn't deserve anything from the performance today, but those little chances that we don't get a lot in these sort of games, you need to be burying them. And look, would Dwight Gale scored that? I'd argue, yeah, because that's the sort of goal he scores. But we can be so frustrated with the team. But this team is very, very average for where we are.
We're a one-man team, if you ask me.
A new manager comes in and he says, well, why the fucking hell are you playing with like that?
Well, I wanted to know, why did you switch it at 5 at half-time?
Because we're playing. It was before.
I thought it was at half-time.
At 1-0 down, Hayden got pushed back as the third centre-back. We got the 1-1 as 5 at the back. We changed it once they scored their goal. I mean, 4 at the back was fine until you're not scoring, but the problem was ASM's got to come left, he's got to come right, then there's no one in the middle. I mean, if only, maybe centre forward's not a position he's accustomed to. And the defence at the end of the day is a little bit ropey. I mean, Jimenez was the difference between the two sides today, although he didn't score. He made their winner. Defending's got to be better. I mean, Steve Bruce is supposed to be a centre-back. I can see why Sir Bobby never called him up to the England squad.
Yeah, I never did any other England manager, to be fair, not even Graham Taylor. And Colin, obviously the second half, we'll get split again. It's a great finish, yeah, but you look at that thinking, right, you're 2-1 down, we haven't won a game. What you look at your manager, you think, right, what are you going to do? You mentioned Dwight Gale, 75th minute. Ryan Fraser wasn't even used today. I can see why. I know.
But who's he going to cross it into? Great, Fraser comes on, does a bit, works the ball.
Top.
Yeah, but he doesn't though, does he?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying go for it.
Honestly.
And who are you gonna play up front? I mean, I love when Wolves had a free kick. We had Almer on an ASM in the wall. What a towering structure that is.
Starting on for set pieces because set pieces are awful.
Right, go 4-4-2. You're 2-1 down. Lose. I'd rather lose 3-1 going 4-4-2 than 2-1 doing absolutely nothing.
Do you know what it is? We're just fans, and he's meant to be the professional. So,
Gale and Joe Linton up front.
Carl, talk to me at the end of that game. Because the pressure, we tried to put the pressure on, but we didn't create enough. There was no creativity.
Absolutely, and I don't know why we haven't tried to pile that amount of pressure on 10-15 minutes prior to that. Why it's taken us to the fucking 90th minute. And again, the fans screaming at everyone to push on, and we're not doing anything. It's like you've just said, we're the fans, and yes, we're looking at it from a different angle, but we can see easily what needs to change in that fucking team, and he can't, and he's a professional manager. It just beggars belief. It beggars belief. Yeah. And like you said, I expected him to either walk or be gone after today, but with the arbitration case and the date, there's just no chance that he's going to leave the club.
Going to come back to that in a sec, but he has see Bruce.
Frustration, I suppose, a bit disappointed, and could have went either way, the game. We got back into it and there was nothing in it. We had a wonderful opportunity to go 2-1 deep in the second half. And in them moments, for me, in the Premier League at the moment, for us anyway, they're the ones that are hurting us. We've got to take that chance, a bit like the chances we had last week. And unfortunately, we're unable to keep a clean sheet. I can't remember my goalkeeper having a save to make, but somehow we've conceded twice. Well, fundamentally, that's got to be key to it. That gives you a chance. But, it's getting, I've said all along, is getting that balance right. We've created a wonderful opportunity and missed it today to go 2-1 up. So, keep talking about it. But, yes, we must be better defensively. And can't remember me goalkeeper making a save, but we've conceded twice to practically the exact same goal.
Well, I've got to take the fucking positives, haven't I?
The area Steve Bruce have just got him from the dressing room. Right, I wanted to talk about it because me and Carl talked about it. Johnny, I heard you talk about it on the match reaction. Go to have a look if you haven't seen it. Question, is Steve Bruce unsackable? And I'll come to the question. The second question, the follow-up is because of the arbitration.
Under this owner, he probably is unsackable. Under this owner, any other sane owner would go 0 wins out of 7, 8 in all competitions and go, this isn't working. I heard a couple of people saying, well, why would you get rid of Bruce? Because no other manager can do better with these players. I'm sorry, you can still do better with these players. Sam
Allardyce, not that I want Sam Allardyce. Sam Allardyce can do better than that.
Look, I put a tweet out and it got loads of retweets and likes, and he had 28% win rate. 28.
I'll take it, Jackson. He's mentioned that a few times, has he?
28% win rate in 80 games, right? We've had a further 3 or 4 games since then. Ain't going to be 28%. He's not good enough at this level. He is not good enough at this level. This arbitration case will be relegated before this arbitration case even gets finished, by the sound of it. Our only saving grace, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, is Callum Wilson, John Joe Shelby and Jamal Lascelles. Because them 3 are coming back to Bravka as well. There's 4
spine in it.
That's your spine of your team. If those 4 players come back in for the Tottenham game, we have got half a chance, but you've got to look at the teams who are playing today, and no disrespect to Wolves, but Wolves aren't great.
All the teams we've played, Sam, except for Man United.
We've had a very, very...
Look at December.
Yeah, oh my word, we're going to be in serious trouble by new.
Is he unsackable because of the arbitration?
No, he's not unsackable.
Because if you sack him...
You forget the arbitration.
No, but if you sack him now, which we all want, I actually think, well, wait a minute, I'm going to have to pay compensation. And then who do you give it to? Do you give it to Graham Jones until the arbitration? Because
God, no.
You know what I mean? Do you see where I'm going with that?
No, you don't give it Graham Jones.
I'd rather have Graham Jones and Steve Bruce.
Yeah,
I'll give it anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of other options before you come to the conclusion of Graham Jones.
It's a temporary role.
Well, yeah, he'll have 2 games as caretaker before you get a new one in, but fine, great. But at the moment, because our management structure of our club is so arrogant, then it's not going to happen anyway. They always leave it too late. They left it too late with Steve McLaren. I mean, the season before that, when we got relegated, I mean, the complete clusterfuck of Keegan, Kinnear, Houghton, Kinnear, Shearer. It's just embarrassing.
The best time to do a call is now.
Yeah.
We've got an international break. We've got plenty of time to bring somebody in. As fans, we're pretty unanimous. See Bruce out. we don't really care, well, we do care to some extent who comes in, but anything is better than this at the minute. But we can say it's a perfect time now. But is it because of the arbitration? Is it because wait a minute, we'll just see how we'll get to January, see how the arbitration goes, and leave it up to the new owners to do what they want?
That's exactly what Mike Ashley does. He's a gambling man. He does it every season. Every season we end up in some sort of state, and he will take the gamble. He does it all the time. Allardyce, McLaren, everyone. Like, he'll leave it till the last minute, and whether that's going to work out well for us or go the other way, it'll probably go the other way, but we won't find out until the end of January, and I think that's when it'll be. I don't think he'll be sacked before then. I genuinely thought he would be, but after that date was announced, I think we're fucked, to be honest.
Tomorrow there'll be 3 or 4 different reporters tomorrow, all on Twitter, all getting the same information. Steve Bruce is under no threat of losing his job.
And TalkSport will then bring big debate. Should he go? Should he not?
Exactly. Yeah. It's a load of rubbish, and you can just see it coming. You can just say around about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We understand that Steve Bruce is under no threat to lose his job at this position. They feel they were very unlucky not to get more points on the board. You look at the games that we've got off this before the next international break: Spurs and Chelsea at home, and Palace and Brighton away. Where are we getting points?
We'll leave it there. For Molineux, thank you very much for watching. Ta-ra, everyone.